I got together with some friends of mine that live in beautiful Venice, Florida. Jesse and Haiti. They have a fantastic YouTube channel, which I will link below this video. It's all about living and moving to beautiful Venice, Florida. We went ahead and did a pros and cons of our area to help you hopefully make an informed decision when you're trying to decide where you would like to live in Florida. Of course, if you like more information about moving to Venice, please feel free to reach out to Jesse and Haiti, as they are a great support when relocating or moving to Venice. And if you're looking to move to the greater Daytona Beach area, please feel free to give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email. Just know I got your back when moving to Central Florida. And on to the video. I hope you enjoy. I have some pros and cons of beautiful Daytona Beach, and I'm starting right now with the pros. One of the pros of living in beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida is there are beautiful, friendly people, not only on beachside, but also the mainland side of Daytona Beach. We have a beachside here, which is almost like an island. Of course, the Atlantic Ocean runs right along it. And then the other side is the beautiful Halifax River. And then we have our mainland side. And you have mainland folks and you have beachside folks, but no matter which folk you are, they are just some of the friendliest people you will have ever met here in Daytona Beach. And I believe a lot of that is because of the fantastic weather we have. They don't call it the Sunshine State for nothing. People come here, many come here to retire or enjoy our events or just enjoy a wonderful Florida lifestyle of living. And like I said, we have some of the friendliest people here. Hey, Jesse and Haiti, what do you guys have for your area?
So one pro of Venice is that it's great for families. It has great schools. Sarasota County as a whole has great schools, and the crime rate is low.
Yeah, can't really beat that. Great for families, but really anyone. I mean, retirees. I mean, and I think part of the low crime is because there's so many retirees here, but there are a lot of families moving in, and with having the good schools, you know, as far as the ratings and things like that on top of that, I mean, it's a win-win. And just about everywhere in Venice that I've ever been, I've always felt pretty safe.
Yes.
Veronica, we want to know another thing you like about Daytona. Tell us something.
My second pro is Daytona Beach has a lower living expense than most cities in the United States. That's right. We are in a very, very affordable place to live. We have the small hometown feel, and we are just moments from some major, bigger city attractions where the costs are a little higher, but you can live a very affordable lifestyle right here in beautiful Daytona Beach. Hey, Jesse and Haiti, what do you all have for us?
Next pro for Venice is that it's very small town feel, I guess you could say. Super, super friendly people just about everywhere you go, especially in the downtown area, but just about anywhere. When we go for a walk or whatever, people are always like, hi, or they'll talk about her dog if she's with, so yeah. Everyone's
always in a good mood too, and I think it comes back to retirees are happy, they're friendly. It's going to be more relaxed and more friendly than someone who probably spends their whole day at the beach. So I think that helps a lot with having that friendliness in Venice.
And I also think one thing that kind of is part of that small town feel is the dog friendliness too, the dog beach, and literally like even more so lately than ever. I used to see like little small dogs, like people would bring their little small dog, and even like Walmart, you know, these big chain stores, Lowe's. But now I've been seeing dogs that are probably bigger than Jazz, our dog, who's like 40 pounds-ish. I've seen ones that are like probably about 50 pounds in the stores. So something like that is kind of a extra small town quirk feel.
Yeah, and I think people that they have a well-behaved dog, that's probably the dogs that they bring, because they're never barking or anything. Yeah. You never feel like they're gonna start barking at you or attacking you or anything. So I think people that have like those, or maybe older dogs, like our dog is pretty old, so she would be fine, I think, if we took her to a store.
Yeah, it's too much work to bark at this point. So what do you have for us, Veronica?
My third pro is 23 miles of beautiful white sandy beaches. That's right. We have 23 miles of gorgeous, beautiful beaches. Like I mentioned earlier, it's the world's most famous beach. And we are one of the very, very few cities in the United States that has the court sand where you can actually drive on our beaches. Most areas of our beach you are permitted to drive on. And that's exciting in itself. We get thousands of tourists every year who look forward to driving on our beautiful beaches. And if you want to make a day out of it, just go ahead, park your car on the beach and pull out your little picnic blanket, your little barbecue set, your kids' toys, and make a day of it with your car right there next to you. There is so much to do on our gorgeous beaches. You can do wind sailing, jet skiing. You'll see surfers out there fishing, all kinds of activities. We have an amazing beach. It is a must-see. If you've never been here, I suggest highly come visit our beautiful Daytona Beach. Hey guys, what do you have for us down there in beautiful Venice, Florida?
Another pro to Venice is that you are on the Gulf Coast. So you have a lot of different beaches.
Yeah, and there's different advantages, I'd say, compared to the Atlantic. Atlantic, you get a little more waves. Here we only get those if a big storm is going through or has just gone through. And then some other things is the water's very pretty generally. You get the sunset on the water, and the water's generally calmer, which could be good for like if you have younger kids, especially if you go up to Siesta Key because it's a very shallow drop off. And also in Venice on the beaches, we get prehistoric shark teeth that you can find, seashells, things like that. So that's kind of unique.
Yeah, so Venice is the shark tooth capital of the world.
Now on to some cons of Daytona Beach, Florida. Well, I have to start off with the most obvious, and it's throughout Florida, unfortunately, and it's the heat and humidity. Sometimes I think the humidity is way worse than the heat. It can get, in our summer months, brutal. Now, some people, they say it doesn't bother them one bit. I don't know if I've been here too long, I'm getting older, I'm just spoiled, but this heat does get pretty intense. However, I still live here. It doesn't bother me that much because we do have our beautiful beach to go to, plenty of shopping stores that have full air-conditioned amenities, and I have a home and a car with AC, so I can avoid it all and still enjoy the beautiful Florida lifestyle. But the heat and humidity is definitely a con to me. Hey, Jesse and Haiti, what do you guys have?
So one pretty big con to Venice, and I'd say this only applies more so in the winter, is the traffic. It can get a little congested in spots. It's not terrible everywhere, but there's definitely like Tamiami Trail, which is like one of the main roads. And 75 is never too bad.
It just gets a little bit congested, so it'll be a little bit slower moving traffic. But Venice as a whole, traffic, it's a lot more in winter, but it's never too crazy.
Yeah, 3 lanes, 45 miles an hour on Tamiami, which is our main road. And you could expect everyone to go exactly 45
or less.
All 3 lanes. So you're not going to be able to zip through because there's too many cars. And downtown sometimes, and by the school when school gets out. Yes. And then 75, like really even if you compare it to like just go north to Sarasota, it's nothing compared to that. It's not like it's going to come to a dead stop ever.
Yes.
And all that stuff with the traffic applies only in the winter. Summer is great.
Yes, and I think pretty much all of Florida experiences that in the winter.
Yeah.
Tell us a con about Daytona, Veronica.
Another con is the critters and wildlife. We have lots of alligators. We have some funky bugs I'd never seen before in my lifetime moved here. Of course, we have some snakes. There's those black snakes, or what I'm told are fairly harmless. And we just have like those little gecko lizards that hop on your screen, and they're just kind of seem to be everywhere. But the good news is I've been here since 1993, and I've never been bothered by any animal. I've never been attacked, thank goodness. The critters, for the most part, are pretty much afraid of you, and if you live in a residential area or even, I don't know, go walking in the woods, it's still fairly safe. I used to go hiking a lot when my kids were younger. We never ran into anything crazy or dangerous. I do live in a golf course community, and sometimes you'll see the golfers will take photos and post on our social media groups about alligators being seen on the greens where they're trying to golf around them. It's all good. They don't seem to bother anybody, and for the most part, you may go the whole time living here and never even see an alligator or a snake or anything. But they are here, and to me, that's definitely a con. Hey guys, what do you have down there in Venice that's a con?
Another con I would say about Venice is there isn't a ton of diversity. There's a little bit. I mean, you know, not just like with the people, but also the kind of food we have and things like that. A lot of Italian and
yes,
pizza.
mainly Italian and American foods, and
we have one or two Thai.
Yeah, so there is a little bit of different foods, cuisines, but it's like one restaurant or maybe two restaurants and that's it.
Yeah.
So not a lot of options.
I think we have 3 French, maybe 4 even. There's a couple of them downtown. Some are more like croissants and stuff, and that's pretty much it. But
yeah,
then
like
there's
bakeries. It's not like in the Orlando area or more like Central Florida or Miami. They have a lot more diversity, not only in the people, but cuisines and different stuff to do as well.
We need a good Caribbean place is really what I'm getting at here. That's the one that we don't have that I think that we need.
Tell us a little bit more about Daytona, Veronica.
Another con of living in Daytona Beach that can be for some, but not for everyone, is we do host a lot of fun and fantastic events. Now you may be saying, I thought it was a con. Well, the summit is because all of a sudden in our small little town, we will have hundreds of thousands of people inside our town and traffic will pick up. But normally it's just for a few days. And fortunately, our roads are built for it mainly because of the speedway. We have 8 lanes going out front of International Speedway right by the speed track, and that is to hold all the traffic we get in town. Unless there's an event, there's no problem at all. And even when there is an event, they still have figured out how to keep the traffic flowing. Or if you're a resident, you just know where to go and to get around all that traffic if you don't want to get stuck in the traffic. But to some, I understand it could be a hassle. And again, our events are usually over in a week's tops, maybe. This is also why you would want to know where you're going to be living if you are buying something here. A good real estate agent will help you with that. If you're not a fan of, say, Bike Week and you don't want to hear motorcycles 24/7 for 2 full weeks out of the year here, make sure you don't buy a home right in the major area where Bike Week is held. That, like I said, that's where a good agent such as myself will help you with that and so much more when you're looking to move to Central Florida. Hey, you guys, what do you have down there in Venice, Florida?
Another con to Venice is that during spring break, we have an influx of people at our beaches. So we have a lot of traffic and a lot of people at the beach, so it's hard to find a spot on the beach.
It's a park even.
Yes.
And really not even just the beach. Like the other weekend downtown, was, like I couldn't find a parking spot. I got to go a couple blocks away to just get a video for YouTube. Sharky's on the pier to go by the fishing pier, the restaurant on the beach there.
Always
like all
packed.
those parking lots completely full. So
and we're talking like huge spaces to park. In downtown Venice, there is a park that is for people to park there for free. And in winter, mainly during spring break, it's always packed.
Which actually kind of is like we can sneak a little pro in with this con, is a pro to the Venice and Sarasota areas is all the parking is free at all the public beaches. So that's awesome.
Well, I hope you found this video helpful in making a decision on where you would like to live in beautiful Florida. If you're looking to move to gorgeous Venice, Florida, please be sure to reach out to Jesse and Haiti as they will give you fantastic support in moving. And of course, if you're looking to move to the greater Daytona Beach area, give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. Just know I got your back. We're moving to Central Florida. Till next time.